Good evening, world. This is Ivan O'Meara here. 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the evening. Good news is today I can make a full video because my check, I don't have any money, right? Left in my account. I only have a couple bucks left. And my check unfreezes at midnight tonight. So I can make my video, then at midnight I'll walk to the store and get my beer and get my smokes and my smokes at midnight. I sound weird, I'm eating McDonald's. Why eat McDonald's? Because my stepfather does Uber Eats and someone didn't want his food. So so I got like a free meal. Yeah. A free meal. He canceled his order pretty much and then they delivered that he got the bag and he gave me the food, obviously. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed my last video that I made. I talked about casting. And my Zane's project, obviously. Casting in my Zane's project. Yeah. How all the actors for Zane is, it's not guaranteed I'm going to choose them. Because I might choose other people in there. There's other good cans, other for the role. There's a high chance what? I'll be honest here. There's a high chance guys like John Boyega and Yvonne Joje and Darren Arglani are chosen. There's a 70% chance I'm going to choose them over the other guys. With John Boyega, I see him better as the role of Tacitonius than Daniel Kaluuya and Michael B. Jordan. Because Michael B. Jordan, he has that American look. He looks too American. That's why for him, that's like he's probably my third choice. Whereas John Boyega and Daniel Kaluuya, they have that more of that foreign northern look. I can see them more as northerns than Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan looks too. He has more of that American look. You know what I'm saying? He has more of that American look. Michael B. Jordan. So we're gonna have to see, right, who's better for the role, obviously. A high chance I am gonna choose John Boyega over those two guys. Alright, what's the chance you're gonna choose those names? I don't know, 70% chance I'm gonna choose them over. I don't know, 65% chance, 70% chance I'm gonna choose them over the other guys. I'm going to have this talk with Peter Jackson. Peter, you read my book. Who do you think is better for the role of Tacitonius? You think Daniel Kaluuya is better for Tacitonius, or do you think I think John Boyega is your guy, Ivan? I think John Boyega looks is better for the role of Tacitonius. Yeah, he is. Daniel Kaluuya looks more like me, but John Boyega looks more like a sarcastic Joker. You know how he's kind of funny, and you know how he's a bit sarcastic in Star Wars? Like that. What do they look like? Like that. And I'm saying that he's perfect, Tacitonius. He has more of that sarcastic look. He looks a little bit like me, obviously, but he doesn't look as much like me compared to Daniel Kaluuya. Daniel Kaluuya was Ugandan, he's dark. He looks a little more like me than John Boyega, obviously. Okay. And Michael Jordan's good for Tacitonius too. I can picture him playing the role of my cousin, obviously, in the movie. But he would have to put like makeup on him and to make it look more like a northern officer. Because he has too much of that American look, Michael B. Jordan, Jim Sanger. Too much of the American look. Yeah. Yeah. Too much of the American look. This McChicken's really good, man. Eating a McChicken combo. It's really good. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm done eating now. You won't hear the noise. I have my coffee here, so you won't hear the annoying noise, obviously. Yes, I'm gonna have to have this big talk with Peter Jackson. I'm like, Peter, who do you think is better for the role of Tacitonius? You think the Daniel Kaluuya guy is the guy who was in Black Panther? He did Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Do you think John Boyega is better or Michael B. Jordan? And I think that's tough, Ivan. I think Michael B. Jordan, he looks too American. I don't think he's really that good for Tacitonius, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Kaluuya was good. He looks more like you. He's dark. He looks more like you, obviously, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't have as much as that sarcastic. He does have a bit of a sarcastic look, Daniel Kaluuya. A little bit, obviously. With John Boyega, he was born to play the role. Yeah, I think you should go with John Boyega. I think John Boyega is your guy, Ivan. I think he's better for the role of Tacitonius. He looks more sarcastic, yeah. But Daniel Kaluuya looks more like me than John Boyega. He's darker. They're both African. Boyega's from Nigeria, I think. He's an African. He's like me, right? Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya is an American Ugandan, is a British Ugandan, obviously, and John Boyega is a Nigerian British, is a British Nigerian. Whereas me, I'm a what? I'm a Ugandan Canadian, right? Yeah, they're all those guys are African. Obviously, they're all African. Whereas Michael B. Jordan is a Black American. He's not African. He's a Black American. Obviously, he doesn't have much of that like northern as much as a northern look compared to the other two. He looks too American. People will tell me, Ivan, Michael B. Jordan looks too American, Ivan. He's an amazing actor. Yeah, he's an amazing actor. I can picture him as Tacitonius, but he looks way too American. You know what I'm saying? Like I want the northern actors to look a little bit foreign around there. Look a little bit foreign for the role. Yeah, like when you see me, I look Canadian, but I also look very African because I'm from Uganda. My parents are from Uganda. I copied the Ugandan gene, obviously, right? I copied the Ugandan bloodline gene of my family. I'm not really Ugandan. I'm white, but I look. When you see me, sometimes I look, yeah, Ivan, you look African. Yeah, I'm African, but I also look very Canadian too. I look African because I'm from Africa, obviously. Right? I'm an African Canadian, right? Yeah, people. Yeah, I think Michael B. Jordan looks a little bit too American. Yeah, he's good for Tacitonius, but I think Kulaya is better. But I don't know, Ivan. I think I'm going over the lines. I think John Blake is your guy, Ivan. I think you should hire him. I think he was born to play the role of Tacitonius. He looks a lot more sarcastic than Daniel Kulawi. Daniel Kulawi looks more like you. He doesn't look as sarcastic compared to John Boyega is better for the character. I think you should go with John Boyega for the role of Tacitonius. That's tough, man, because Kulawi is really good for the role, as well as Jordan too. Michael B. Jordan's good for the role too, man. I'm gonna have those three guys read for the part. You're gonna see how hard they're gonna fight for that job. Yeah, man. You're gonna see John Boyega all nervous. Fuck, Ivan. Why do you have to do this, John? This is the entertainment business. I want to make the best movie I can possible. I can't just choose people and not have them come in and read. No, I'm actually gonna give you the role. You're gonna have to fight for your job. I want to see you read for the part, man. And you're gonna see how nervous John Boyega and all of them are gonna be. I'll fly in the actors the first year. Before I officially make my decision on flying in my stars the second year when they sign all those contracts and take them out to nice dinner. And they part up my condos, you know what I'm saying? I'll have Michael B. Jordan, Daniel Kaluuya, and John Boyega compete for the job. I'll have them read the same section of lines. And John Boyega, I'll fly him in personally from London to Vancouver, obviously. I'll have him do his audition, obviously. Whereas Daniel Kaluuya and Michael B. Jordan, I'll have those guys send in the reels. That way it saves me money. I'm not going to fly in all these 2,000 actors. No, it's going to cost me. I can afford it, but it's going to cost me like a couple $1,000,000 to do that. I'm not going to waste my money doing that. Even John probably be like, Ivan, the best thing to do, I'm not going to do some crazy audition like they do for fucking X Factor and American Idol, where they have all these people sit down and have these auditions. No, it's going to really, really wear you out. It's going to cost you a lot of money. Flying in all these thousands of actors, don't do that, no. Don't do that, no. What you do is you what? What you do is you what? You have them send in the reels. It's easier, trust me. Just have the actors. In Hollywood nowadays, a lot of actors send in reels for the part. But sometimes the actors also come in and read. The only actors I'll have in come in and read are the actors I'm considering for Zanus. The 15 main people, whatever it is. Those actors, I'll have them all come in and read. Whereas all the minor ones, just have them send reels. And Jon Favreau and them can decide who's best for the job, obviously. Jon Favreau and them can decide who's best for the job. For the for the movie, obviously. And I'll have John Boyega and Daniel Kaluuya and Michael B. Jordan compete for the job. Have them compete for the job, obviously. Yeah. And whoever I choose, they're the lucky chosen. You guys already know who's chosen. And they'll be the what. They'll be the lucky ones who will get to star in Ivan and VJ's big $980 million budget movie. $985, I'll put a bit more, $985 million budget movie and be a part of that amazing story, man. Aratet the devil himself, yeah. All the actors for Zanus, I'm going to tell them, hey, okay, just for the record, guys, you're looking at the most horrific beings. You're like, Ivan, they might ask you, Ivan, why did you have a psychologist interview us? Like, how scary is Aratet and all them, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, guys, come with me. And when they started calling, hey, guys, you're looking at the most horrific. I put $400 million of my own money towards special effects of the movie, obviously, and I put a lot of money towards the demonic mask. You know what I'm saying? That the actor's gonna be wearing. You're looking at the most horrific beings of history, you guys. Are you guys willing to go on this horrific journey with me? Yeah, I'm ready, Ivan. We shake hands. It's a deal. They signed their contracts, obviously. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, the actor for Amer and the Anonzo actor, I'll have them compete for the role of Cornelius for my movie. I think the Amer actor's perfect for Cornelius. Cornelius is in his late 40s in the book when you read. He's younger than Joe, he's younger than Eli, but he's an older dude. He's older than Mary by he's a lot older than Mary, obviously, but they become lovers in the book and all stuff. But Danielle Manette's like 33 now, so by then she'll be like, how old is Mary? Mary is a couple of years older than Tacitonius and Lithia and Belle and all them. She's like 33. So Danielle Manette will be like 38 years old by the time she films it. Fine. Easy play a 33-year-old as a 38-year-old, easily. She'll be like in her late 30s by the time she films. She's 33 now, so she'll be about 40 at the Almanac once she films Zanus around there, right? Yeah, she'll be like 40 years old. So she'll be a 40-year-old playing a 33-year-old. It's still fine. She'll be fine. She can easily pass as a... All you have to do is put makeup on her and all stuff and make her look a bit younger, and she's fine. She can easily play a 33-year-old. Obviously. Yeah. I say, Peter, what do you think of the Amber actor for Cornelius? Oh, I even know. Yeah, I can picture him as Cornelius. You know what I'm saying, he's like, holy shit, Ivan. He's like, you're creative. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah. He's like, Ivan, like, you're interested in a lot of my Lord of the Rings actors. Yeah, Peter, I am. I think a lot of your Lord of the Rings actors are good for the role. So, what do you think of that actor who played Eowyn? Who played Aemir? Sorry, for Cornelius. I think he's good for Cornelius, Ivan. Yeah, I can have him read for the part. He'll be playing Cornelius, the captain of the blacksmiths. But he's a Southern. But when you think of the Amber actor, you would think of him as a Northern, a badass fighter, because he was in Lord of the Rings, right? But no, he's a Southern. He's not as good of a fighter. Cornelius is a badass fighter, but he's not as badass as guys like Tacitonius, Cassius, Maramis, and Tactius. Because I told you they're Northerns, whereas Cornelius is a Southern, obviously. Southerns are not trained in the Zayn arts. Remember that. The Southerns are not trained in Zayn arts. The Northerns are trained. The Northerns are bad. The Southerns are pretty good fighters. I don't know, what's the fight? I don't know. Picture something like Faramir's fighting. You know how the way Faramir fought in Return of the King? Think of fighting like that for the Southerns. They're pretty good fighters. Whereas the Northerns think something even more advanced than Aragorn's fighting. A little more advanced than that. The Northerns are bad fighters, man. They're born and bred fighters. Ever since Takis and them were kids, they were training in the Zayn arts. Cassius, Maramis, and them trained in the Zayn arts when they were younger too, by their superiors, obviously. Ivan, who are the teachers? Maramis and Cassius are the teachers of the Zayn arts. They train the army in the Zayn arts, obviously. The kids, obviously. So when Takis is a kid, he trains in the city's edge with Cassius and Maramis, and Cassius and Maramis also train the other kids in the army who in the future end up fighting with Tactius in the war, obviously, versus Aratet, obviously, right? Yeah. Picture something like Star Wars. You know, you have the younglings, something like that for the Zayn arts. Except it's not like Star Wars. In the movie, I'm not going to have Tactius and them do flips because I think it's a little silly. In the book, they do flips, but in the movie, I won't have them do flips. Okay, Peter, you want Tactius and them to do flips in the movie when they fight with swords, or you think you should stay away from that? I think you should stay away from that. It'll look a little silly. This is not Star Wars. This is a fantasy movie. Stay away from flips with Tactius and them. Just have them fight, have them have great coordination fighting. Hire the best stuff in the world, Ivan, but don't have them do flips. I think that's a bit weird. Okay, fine, I won't. Make some few changes in the book. Aratet does flips. In the book, I might not have Aratet do flips, obviously. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So the actor for Aemir, I'm willing to pay him $4.5 million for the role of Cornelius. Good paycheck for him. He's gonna walk away with a nice, 1.78 million in his bank after taxes. I don't know where he lives. I think he lives in America. If he lives in America, he'll make what? He'll make is 1.8 million after taxes and his agent. If he lives in London or New Zealand or something like that, he'll make more, obviously. But my point is, he's gonna make his 1.6 million plus after taxes in his bank. Nice paycheck. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. In Hollywood, he probably makes a million for The Boys. Maybe $1 million for The Boys. The Boys is a popular show. It's a really, really popular show on Amazon Prime. It's a very popular show. So he might make maybe $1 million, maybe $2 million or something like that. $1 million, maybe $1 million, $2 million for the show. Pay him a lot of money. He's that guy is like a B-list actor, rising star hybrid. He's a rising star hybrid. But after he films my movie, he's gonna become an A-list actor. Obviously, he's gonna be big. Because all he's known for is Lord of the Rings, and he had minor roles in Star Trek, a minor role, and he's doing The Boys, which is a television show. So he's kind of like a B-list actor hybrid, rising star. He had a pretty major role in Lord of the Rings, and he had some roles in Star Trek, and ever since then he's been doing independent movies and television. He's a B-list actor hybrid, rising star. Pay him $4.5 million. It's a good paycheck for him. for the role of Cornelius, the blacksmith, the captain of the blacksmiths. And he's going to destroy the role. And the Nolensy guy, I'll pay him $3 million for the role. For the role of Cornelius. Well, I think the Amber actor is better than the Anansi guy. Because I picture Cornelius more of a white man than a black man. You know what I'm saying? The Anansi guy would be good for Cornelius, but I think the Amber actor is better for Cornelius. But I'm going to have him beef up for the role. Beef up for the role, obviously. But he's doing The Boys, right? He's doing The Boys right now. My guess is by the time I start Skysers, The Boys season will be finished, obviously. They're probably going to end the show. It's probably going to be on its like 7th, 8th season around there. Right now, The Boys is on season 3. It's going to be on its 8th. It might end by then. If it doesn't end, he's going to have to find a way to make it work with his schedule for Boys, obviously. Schedule for Boys, obviously, right? He's going to have to find a way to make it work. Because for my company, when the actors sign contract, it's exclusive. I don't want them what? I don't want them working in other movies while they're doing my movie. Otherwise, they can get tired and fatigued and stressed out. They can lose focus, obviously. Obviously, right? But if he had a choice between choosing The Boys and my movie, he would choose my movie, obviously. Because he knows my movie's a ticket to success, and I'm paying him more money, obviously. Ivan's paying more money. I know if I'm in his movie, it's gonna launch my career. I'm gonna become like an A's actor. Yes. All the actors who are in my movie, it's gonna launch the biggest actors, rising stars, and all them. It's gonna launch all their careers. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna launch all their careers, obviously. Like Peter, what do you think of this actor for what? For the role of Papari, the guy who was in Slumdog Millionaire in the movie Green Knight. What do you think of him? Oh my god, Ivan, I can picture him as Papari, you know what I'm saying? Him and Von Doji are perfect. Holy shit, you're creative. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have everything planned out. You know how you want all your characters. Yeah, Peter, right? Holy shit, Ivan, you know your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have no experience in the film industry, and yet, like, you're all prepped. You have an idea of what you want, how you want your beginning of the movie to start. You know, yeah, I already know how I want my movie to start, obviously, and yeah. Holy shit, yeah. The actor from Slumdog Millionaire is like a rising star. He's not an A-list actor. He did Slumdog Millionaire, a big budget movie. He also did Green Knight, which is a big budget movie. He's kind of like a rising star guy. The guy. So I'd pay him. I'd match his salary with Von Joj's. $4 million is good for him. Because he's kind of like a B-list rising star actor, right? He's kind of like, He's only known for Slumdog Millionaire. He did back in 2008. It was a good movie, by the way. And he did Green Knight this year, and he did that Line movie, whatever it's called. Independent movies. He's not really an A-list actor. He's kind of a rising star. Pay him the same. I'll match the same salary as $4 million for Von Joji, obviously. And I'll have him and Von Joji fight for the role. If Von Joji's pissed off, I'm like, yo, Von, you have to understand this is business. I'm not just gonna hand you the fucking role. I need to see you read for the part, man. I want to have both you guys read for the part. I want to see who's better for the role of a pirate. But something tells me I'm going to end up choosing a Von Joji over the other guy. Because the other guy looks a little bit more Indian, you see what I'm saying? But the Von Joji looks, he looks Indian, he looks more Arabic, and he has more of that boyish look, the youthful look, obviously. Whereas the other guy looks a little older than the Von Joji, obviously. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Hence why what? I'm going to have this big talk with Peter, man. Hey, Peter, what do you think of John Rice Davis and Bernard Hill for the role of Eli? He's like, holy shit, Ivan. He's like, yeah, I can picture them as a role of Eli. Ivan, you're fucking creative, man. Holy shit. I'm like, yeah, Peter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ivan, I think those two are perfect for the role of Eli. You're choosing all my Lord of the Rings actors, eh, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, Peter, I am. You know, he's like, holy shit, Ivan. He's like, yeah, all your characters you're choosing are all good for the role. I cannot picture them as what? I cannot picture them for your movie of it. Yeah, I can picture John Rice Davis as Eli, the leader of Saphius. And I can picture what? I can picture Bernard Hill as the role of Eli too. Yeah, those two guys are really, really good for the role, man. Have them fight for the role. And what I'll do for those guys, whenever they do fighting scenes, I'm like, hey guys, do you want to do your own stunts, or you want if it's too much for you, I can hire stunt doubles to do. No, Ivan, you fucking kidding me? I want to fight alongside you against that fucking devil, Ivan. I want to fight. All the actors are gonna want to do their own stunts for the war. Ivan, I want to fight alongside you against those fucking demons, man. Those demons and devils. I want to fight alongside. I want to fight alongside. I want to fight alongside you, Ivan. Against those demons and devils. Yes, you're gonna see the Air actor or the Nonzo actor. Ivan, I want to fight alongside you against the devils, man. They're all gonna want to fight alongside me against the devils, obviously. You didn't see John Boyega, Ron Joje, or whoever I choose, right? Ivan, I want to fight alongside you. You know what I'm saying? Against those fucking devils in Zanus, yeah. Because they want to be a part of that journey with me, yeah, man. Fighting the devil himself, yeah, man. In other words, whenever you see the scene when I'm about to fight Ertan and his army, obviously, and you see the people, you see the army all like they're all the Zane army and all of them, and all the actors who are in my movie, obviously, they're all brave and they're a bit scared. Yeah, they're acting obviously, but they're a bit taken back by that horrific those demon masks, man. And when you see the Eratat's demon mask, it's freaky shit, man. It's gonna give you goosebumps. It's disturbing. Yeah, that's just disturbing staring at that mask. Yeah, man. That's staring at that mask every day. Yeah. It's very disturbing. It's disturbing shit, man. And that's why I gotta hire a psychologist. I don't have to hire a psychologist. I'm scared if I don't hire a psychologist. Some of the women might cry, he's too fucking scary. Some people can break down from that stuff. Yeah. And that's why you gotta hire a psychologist just in case, obviously. Because Eratat's the devil himself, man. You're looking at something horrific. He's a walking devil incarnate, man. He's a devil himself, yeah, man. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I'm going to have this big talk with Peter. He's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, Peter, what do you think of Bernard Hill and John Rice Davis as the role of Eli? Ivan, I think they're perfect for the role, Ivan. Yeah, the only thing that concerns me is their age. As they're going to be... John Rice Davis will be like 80 what? It's 2020. I don't know, if I film Zanes in 2029, that's what? That's 7 years from now, guys. Well, John Rice Davis will be 80 like 5 when I film Zanus. You see what I'm saying? He'll be really, he's fucking old, man. Will he be able to do all the running scenes, all the fighting scenes? And he'll be like, Ivan, I'm fine, don't worry about it. I'll work out, I'll train, because he wants to be on a movie so bad. Ivan, don't worry about me, I'm fine, I'm in good shape. Okay, if you guys want to be in my movie, if I choose one of you guys, I need you guys working out, man. Take walks, do a little bit of weights. I won't have them do heavy weights like the other actors. No, we'll have them do light weights, train a little bit, and go on the treadmill. That way you're in shape, man. Because you guys are fucking old, man. You're not as young as you used to be in Lord of the Rings. In Lord of the Rings, you were 58, 57. You were fine then. Now those guys are old. They're fucking old people, obviously. But Christopher Lee, when he filmed The Hobbit, he was in his 80s. He was like 82 years old. They were all like, he was old, man, and he was still fine when they filmed the movie. You see what I'm saying? He was still fine, obviously. Ian McKellen was in his 70s, early 70s when he filmed The Hobbit. When you're in your 70s, you're fine, but once you hit your 80s, you're now pushing it. You're now really, really old. The moment you hit your 80s, you're fucking old, man. Whereas when you're in your 70s, you're still fine to film. But once you hit your 80s, you're that's when you're getting old. Peter Jasmine, yeah, I see what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, the one thing that concerns me about these actors is their age. Yeah, they're not as young as they're not as young as they used to be when they're in your Lord of the Rings movie, Peter. They were in their late 50s, and now they're all in their late 70s. Obviously, 20 years later, they're in their late 70s, and they're pushing 80. Yeah, but they'll be fine. And what scares me, I don't know, when they film, I don't know, while they're filming, I don't know, you get this news, yeah, they passed, I don't know, Ivan, don't hate me, John Rice Davis passed away while you're filming and all stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you have to hire another actor and everything becomes messy, obviously. You have to quickly find another actor. I don't want something messy like that to happen, you see what I'm saying? I'm scared, man. And that's why I'm gonna have to look at other ones. Well, I think John Rice Davis and Bernard Hill are the perfect Eli, man. I can't see anyone else better for the role, man. Peter Jasper, yeah, I should just say, John Rice Davis is perfect Eli. He has that voice. You know what I'm saying? In Lord of the Rings, he when he talked like Gimli, that's not his real voice. He has his real, like, beautiful voice. Like Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee has his beautiful voice. As well as what? John Rice Davis. He's perfect for Eli, the leader of Sapphires. As well as Bernard Hill. He's perfect for the role of Eli, obviously. But John Rice Davis, I'll pay him a nice $5 million. Good paycheck for him. He can live off that money. He can have a nice retirement for himself. And I don't know, for the next, hopefully my prayer is he makes it to his early 90s. He enjoys millions for a good 8 years of his life. Enjoy the millions that he made off my movie, obviously. There's a high chance maybe Bernard Hill and John Rice Davis might retire after if they might retire after the movie. Yeah, I got my millions off I's movie. I'm gonna enjoy my millions until I die for the next eight years of my life. Yeah, obviously. I was nice enough to save them. Yeah, Ivan, thank you so much. You're nice enough to save me before I die, like a couple years now. Yes, I was nice enough to save those two actors before they passed away. Obviously, and my prayer is they make it to at least their 90s. Because I don't want them dying early. I want them to enjoy their life until at least 93, 94. Hopefully they make it. They live for another 7, 8 years of their life and they enjoy their life. Obviously, you see what I'm saying? Enjoy their life, obviously. Yeah. So I'm going to pay John Rice Davis $5 million. That's a good paycheck for him. And I'll give him 0.01% of the profits. That's a good paycheck for John Rice Davis. Obviously. And I'm willing to pay Bernard Hill $3 million. It's a good paycheck for him. He's not as big as John Rice Davis. Bernard Hill is like a what? Bernard Hill is kind of like he did Titanic, but he was a minor role in Titanic. He was a captain on the boat. He did Lord of the Rings, and he didn't really do any big movies after that. He's been doing indie movies pretty much since then, right? So he's pretty much like a B-list actor, rising star, B-list actor. Pay him $3 million for the role. That's Bernard Hill. He's not an A-list actor. He's like a B-list actor, high-mid rising star. Pay him $3 million for the role. That's a good paycheck for him. He didn't make that in Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, he probably made like a couple $100,000, $200,000 for fucking Return of the King and Two Towers. And he destroyed the role of King Theoden. I can only imagine how hard it worked for me when I'm paying him $3 million. He's gonna destroy the role of Eli. Who do you think is better for Eli? I don't know. I can picture them both as Eli. I can picture Bernard Hill as Eli, the leader of Sapphires, obviously. I can also picture John. I think John Rice Davis is better for the role, but Bernard Hill is also good too, man. They're both really good. So I'll pay him $3 million, Bernard Hill, and I'll give him 0.01% of the profits. Obviously. What am I gonna have here?